During the Great Depression of the 1930s, millions of men were thrown out of work. Eventually unemployment came to be seen in a more sensible light. Not as the result of individual laziness or moral failure, but of giant forces outside the individual's control.
When a tiny minority is involved, the crack-up of their families may reflect individual failures. But when divorce, separation, and other forms of family disaster overtake millions at once in many countries, it's absurd to think the causes are purely personal. The fracture of the family today is, in fact, part of the general crisis of industrialism. We are told repeatedly that the family is falling apart.
When we speak of family, we usually have in mind is the nuclear family. This is the family type that the second-wave civilization idealized, made dominant, and spread around the world. If we truly wish to restore the second-wave family, we had better be prepared to restore second-wave civilization as a whole.
Just as we are demassifying our media and our production, we are demassifying the family system in the transition to the third-wave civilization. The nuclear family can no longer serve as the ideal model for society. Evidence suggests that nuclear households are still shrinking in number, as other family forms rapidly multiply. There is a large class of young adults who are leaving home earlier, marrying later, and creating a transitional living phase.
Such groups have created a flourishing singles culture designed for the independent individual. Another significant change is the growth in the number of those choosing a child-free lifestyle.
This can be a sign of capital decadence, because of its presence in the Soviet Union.
The breakdown of the nuclear family is even more sharply evidenced in the increase in single-parent homes.
And the recognition that a one-parent home can be, under certain circumstances, better for the child.
The new, aggregate family has arisen, in which two divorced couples with children remarry, creating an expanded family form.
We are moving into a new society marked by diversity in family life.
Assume for a moment that in 25 years, 15% of the workforce is employed part or full-time in the home. How would that change relationships, or love?
A first-wave person looking for a mate might have asked, is my proposed spouse a good worker, healer, or teacher? Will he, or she, be a shirker?
A second-wave person would focus more on psychological things, such as companionship, warmth, sex, and support.
Tomorrow's electronic cottage may very well look toward a work-at-home relationship, in which love, plus physical gratification, plus brains, plus conscientiousness, self-discipline, or other work-related virtues are important.
Children would also likely grow up differently in the electronic cottage, if for no other reason than they would actually see work taking place.
Affluent children today are totally divorced from one of the most important aspects of their parents' lives. In first-wave societies, the extended family brought several generations together under the same roof, where core members, an orphan, farmhand, or others may be living together.
An external mission welds a group together. It may indeed provide the necessary economic base.
It may be the possible resurrection of the expanded family.
But it won't come into being without pain and anguish as we change. Courts are swamped by cases involving role redefinition.
Do unmarried couples share their property after breakup? Who retains custody in a divorced, lesbian relationship?
Third-wave civilization will allow emergent families to find their own niche.
To make diversity work for us, we need changes on many levels. We need to begin removing unwarranted guilt.
We need changes to the laws, tax codes, school arrangements, and housing codes.
We need to ease seniority requirements, spread flex time, and part-time opportunities.
This short video is based on the book, Future Shock, by Alvin Toffler. Thank you for watching.